What's good with y'all? Already know what time it is. We back and we got cops discover killer's hostage tied up in basement. Man, let's check this out, bro.
Someone was hit and bleeding profusely in the road. Oh my God. One of them is missing a hand.
Identify yourself. Come on with your hands up.
The guy that he's wanted. He's in the car with standing master captain.
He's tied up downstairs, though. He's tied up.
He says, don't turn around, I'll blow your head off.
People get so mean. He's a woodworker that cut his hand off.
After unleashing a brutal and deadly samurai sword attack on two random victims, a university student becomes the focus of a massive multi-state manhunt. But as investigators soon discover, his rampage of terror is far from over.
Okay, where is he? Is he in here?
I can't undo it.
I know.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the morning of May 22, 2020, a series of gruesome and frantic 911 calls began coming in from residents of Myrtle Road in Willington, Connecticut.
Get inside the house. 911.
There's somebody beating up my neighbor with a bat.
A dirt bike just came down. I don't know what happened. I didn't see it, but someone's hit. Two people are hit really badly.
Someone was hit and bleeding profusely in the road.
And at the end of the Myrtle Road are two very hurt men. And they got attacked by a guy on a motorcycle. This is an emergency. Okay. Do you think they need an ambulance? Yes. You need two.
He's threatening me and my family, and now he's about to drive away on a red motorcycle.
Do we know who this person is?
I have no idea. I just looked out my window and saw him.
It's awful. I don't understand what happened.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Just stay on the
One of them is missing a hand.
What?
So my other neighbor is helping one of them, putting a tourniquet around his arm. They're in really bad shape.
The man behind this sudden and inexplicable attack has fled the scene, leaving only the vaguest clues behind for witnesses.
There's a kid on a motorcycle, and he's probably on Route 320 now. I don't know where he went from there. He had a colored helmet on.
Law enforcement arrives to find a bloody scene, with two men lying in the road. 62-year-old Ted Demers and 80-year-old John Franco. Their injuries suggest they were attacked with something less like a bat and more like a blade.
They cut off the top of his head. They made that with his hand. He got issued it through and through and both of his.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix my camera. Let me fix that. Oh, wait. Boom. Alright, y'all, we back.
The arms are amputated. It's like a nightmare.
Whoa, what?
It's through and through and then both of his arms are amputated. It's like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Tell me. Where's the kid?
What that?
He just helped this kid.
The woman is Cindy Demers, the wife of one of the victims. According to neighbors, the incident began when an unidentified young man asked her husband for some help with his motorcycle. Ted drove him on his ATV to the woodline, where his motorcycle had been left. The neighbors were next aware of Ted running back toward his house, screaming and being pursued by the mysterious stranger, who was wielding a long metal weapon.
Clearly weaponry. We do not know what at the moment.
They said a sword.
State troopers locate a sword with red stains in the woods at the end of the road. Meanwhile, Cindy remains distraught over this apparently random attack.
You're taking good care of him, okay?
He doesn't look good. People get so mean. How could you do that to another person? He's a woodworker that cut his hand off.
As Ted and his attacker struggled in the road, 80-year-old neighbor John Franco shouted, "What the hell is going on out here?" The man in the helmet attacked him with the sword as well, leaving his hand partially severed and significant cuts to his head, neck, and shoulder. But there's no question that Ted Demers got the worst of it.
Our first grandbaby, Ted's gonna be okay.
The details she gives the trooper are grim.
He's got a huge gash on his left leg that was also, we tried to wrap that and tighten it up, make a tourniquet out of it.
Okay.
I wrapped his right arm, that's been severed just below the elbow, and I wrapped his left hand that has his Index finger missing. Can't unsee what he saw.
I know.
Cindy's emotions are laid bare as she tells her daughter-in-law what happened to her husband.
So bad. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna pay for him. They cut his heart. They cut his eyeball. They cut his finger off. He's got a big gash on his leg. A big gash on his head. What the hell happened? He was being somebody a ride. He could get his motorcycle.
But even in the midst of her shock, she must deliver the news again and again.
Bruce, somebody attacked Ted, and their life's starting into Hartford. Ted has been attacked in the end of our road. I don't know. It's bad, Bruce. They cut off his arm. They cut him up.
Ted Demers does not make it to the hospital. With several amputated fingers, a severed right hand, and a gaping head wound, he dies in transport. At the scene, the troopers need to know where their suspect is headed, and though they have very little to go on,
Red motorcycle, it's a red and white helmet.
it turns out to be enough. A witness calls police later that day to report finding a red Kawasaki Ninja abandoned in the woods, approximately 4 miles from the crime scene. They run the registration back to a 23-year-old University of Connecticut student by the name of Peter Manfredonia.
He helped this kid to go get his motorcycle.
Police still have no idea what brought this soon-to-be college senior to Myrtle Road. They speak to Peter's family, who tells them that he's undiagnosed bipolar and suffers from depression. They also mention his on-again, off-again girlfriend Julia, noting that the relationship has, quote, soured, to say the least. Whatever his motives, it's clear that Peter is not finished yet.
Look at that thing. Maybe we could break this knob and just go in.
Let me reach in.
2 days after the grisly attack on Myrtle Road, police find an abandoned white pickup truck near a state park entrance. They trace the truck back to an address in Wellington, and when they get there, it's immediately clear that something has happened.
State police. Anybody in the house?
You're upstairs? He's up there. State police. Downstairs.
Identify yourself. Come on with your hands up. Come on with your hands up. Put your hands up. Hands up. Who's in here? Who's in? Anybody else in here?
Yeah, the guy you're looking for. That son of a... He made a goddamn entrance in there. I've been here for 2 days.
Okay, where is he?
He took my pickup. He stripped the f***ing house. He's gone.
Is he in here?
This guy's a wacko.
Is he in here?
He's not in here.
Turn. Where's the light? Where's the light?
Right to your left, officer.
Right here?
No, left in the corner. All the lights are in.
He's not in here?
He's not in.
Where did he go?
I'm pretty sure.
Clear this area.
Down in the basement is 73-year-old Donald Hipsky, who says he's been held captive in his own house by the very man Connecticut police are after, Peter Manfredonia.
He's got the white pickup. That son of a...
He's not in here.
Got it.
If you're in here, put your hands up if you're in here. Put your hands up.
Roger.
If you're in here, come out.
I don't know where he's going, but he's dangerous.
Donald's warning will prove to be only too true.
House is clear. We got some scary right there, bro.
So that you said he was here until this morning?
Yeah, he's tied up downstairs, bro. He's tied up. I thought he was in the basement, the guy we're looking for. With him. I'm thinking, because I made a button turn, I'm thinking he was like right there, dude. But he's not, he left.
put the gun to the back of my head when I was sleeping. He says, don't turn around, I'll blow your head off. I said, oh boy, what a way to wake up in the morning.
What time was that?
It was maybe 5:15.
And that was today?
No, that was Saturday morning.
Where did you get the handgun from? Has he had it?
No, I had it. I sleep with it,
Yeah.
especially with this joker running around.
Yeah.
But I had it on the other bag.
Oh.
Donald says that his attacker duct taped him to a chair and initially identified himself as Rick. When a news report about Peter Manfredonia's attack on Myrtle Road came on television, however, it was obvious that it was the same person. When Donald asked him why he did it, Peter said he hadn't slept for 5 days and, quote, just flipped. Peter held Donald captive for about 24 hours before fleeing with his truck and more than $1,000 in cash this morning.
I heard you banging on the door. I was shouting.
We couldn't hear you.
I am so happy to see you guys.
Well, we're glad. We're happy to see you. Yeah, we're actually ecstatic to see you standing upright. So
He seemed like a fairly decent guy, but he goes off the handle.
Yeah.
Can't trust him. You
Right.
did capture him? He's under...
No.
He's still under...
No, he's still on the run.
Really?
And unfortunately, he's now more dangerous than ever.
He took my goddamn Beretta, my handgun.
Police know exactly where Peter abandoned Donald's truck, and it so happens that their next horrifying 911 call comes from an apartment less than a mile away.
Hello? Hello? Yes. 911. 911.
Yes. If I need an ambulance here, I need everything, state police, everything. I'm the Peter Manfredonia got my son.
Where are you? What town are you in?
I'm in Derby. You gotta get here. Yes, just get here now.
Sir, what is going on there?
My son has been stabbed. I got a child here. I can't tell you.
How old is your son?
Well, will you just get here? Have you dispatched them?
Sir, one of my other partners is already starting the ambulance. I'm just trying to get information from
Yeah, you
him.
better spend everything you got. This is a crime scene.
Listen.
No.
Is the person that stabbed your son still there?
No.
Sir, what is your name?
No.
Sir?
The man says his son is 23-year-old Nick Isley, a longtime friend of Peter's, but beyond basic names and facts, he has nothing good to report.
Is he awake?
No, don't. Stepping hard. He's going everywhere.
Listen, I understand that, okay? We're gonna
Here, I gotta get off the bus.
Officer should be on scene.
When police arrive, they find Nick's body. He hasn't been stabbed, he's been shot, and he is deceased. Who they do not find is Nick's girlfriend, Shannon, and Nick's father knows why.
There is a black Volkswagen. Peter Manfredonia, the guy that is wanted.
Yeah.
He's in the car with standing me as your captain.
Peter has not only killed again, he's taken another hostage. Shannon's fate remains unknown until 2:30 that afternoon when dispatchers get a 911 call from Knowlton Township, New Jersey, more than 100 miles away.
Kyle is now on the line. Female party Shannon said she was kidnapped from Connecticut, and the guy that kidnapped her just left the truck stop in an Uber.
The caller, Kyle, says he's an Instacart gig worker who was waiting for orders at the truck stop when a black Volkswagen Jetta pulled up beside him. A young woman named Shannon was at the wheel, but it was the man in the back seat who wanted his attention.
The gentleman pulled into the truck stop and said he needed an Uber and offered me money to call him an Uber, said he needed to get to work. So I called him an Uber. He just got into the Uber, but he's armed, and I want to make sure.
What kind of weapon does he have?
He has a little pistol. He fired 3 rounds into my boyfriend this morning. His name is Peter Manfredonia. He's wanted in Connecticut for...
Spell his last name for me.
M-A-N as in Nancy, F-R-E-D as in dog, O-N-I-A. Trust me, just Google him and you will know exactly who it is.
It's fine. What's the first name again?
Peter.
Peter. Okay. Do you know his date of birth or no?
And I learned that from the Connecticut State Police Post.
Okay. And how do you know him?
He showed up at my house this morning and shot my boyfriend.
Okay, but how do you know?
We were friends since elementary school. They went to Newtown together in Connecticut. We're from Connecticut. He put a gun to my head and made me drive him here.
Shannon says that when she woke up that morning, she could hear Nick and Peter arguing in the living room. Nick told her to call 911, but Peter grabbed her phone away. A few seconds later, shots rang out. Peter then told her to get her keys before filling a duffel bag with around $2,000 worth of Nick's cash. "I don't want to kill you," he told her, and forced her to drive him to the interstate and beyond.
No one knows that your boyfriend's been shot, right?
I really hope my downstairs neighbor reacted to 3 gunshots, but if he didn't, then no. Oh my God, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. This is happening.
Kyle gets back on the phone, concerned that he may have put an innocent Uber driver in mortal danger.
Yeah, I'm really scared that he's going to do something bad to the guy, but I didn't know what... I couldn't call the cops right there because I figured he had a gun on him or something.
Kyle, who's able to follow Peter's Uber trip on his phone, gets an unsettling alert.
Miss?
Hold on 1 second.
Miss?
Yeah.
The Uber trip just ended, which it shouldn't have ended already, so I'm really concerned.
He what?
Bad.
What did he do?
The Uber trip, it ended. The trip ended. So
Where did it end?
I don't know. It just says, "Thank you for riding." I'm scared that he did something to the guy.
As it turns out, the driver is fine. Peter is seen on surveillance at a Walmart in nearby East Stroudsburg, getting out of the car and making his way behind the store on foot. Determined to get any information they can about this murderous suspect, the police bring Kyle in for an interview about what happened at the truck stop, starting with how Shannon managed to get away from Peter in the first place.
Did she ever say to you why she thought she wasn't killed or anything like that? I can't believe you didn't kill me or anything.
She said that I just finally told him, or she might have said it to me, I told him, like, I can't keep driving anymore, like, I can't do this, like, you just need to call an Uber, and I can't take the pressure anymore, like, I don't want to keep driving.
Shannon tells investigators that Peter entered a number of different destinations in her GPS at various times, including the Jersey Shore, Delaware, and Nashville. She tried to drive erratically to attract police attention, but it was to no avail. When he agreed to finally let her go and pull into the truck stop, he had her park away from women and children in case he had to use his weapon.
And then the Uber came up, and the guy, handed me, when he handed me a $100 bill, the Uber I was like $60, so he gave me $100. First thing I noticed, the money had blood on it, and then within the time we were waiting for the Uber, I noticed that he also had blood on his hands.
For the next 3 days, Peter remains free and on the run. But with the help of witness tips and surveillance videos, they track his last known whereabouts to a Pilot gas station in Hagerstown, Maryland. It's there that on May 27th, 5 days after the brutal attack on Myrtle Road, police lay eyes on Peter Manfredonia for the first time and take him into custody without incident.
Could I please get some food?
Food?
Yes.
Yeah,
please.
what kind? I can do the best I can.
Please get some food.
For the first time, and take him into custody without incident.
Could I please get some food?
Food?
You think you deserve food? Bro, shut up, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, what kind? I can do the best I can.
Anything. Okay, starving. Okay. All right, no problem.
The detectives hope to get some answers about one of the most bizarre and life-destroying crime sprees in recent memory. But Peter is first presented with an option.
Your family has hired an attorney, okay? His name is Mike Dolan. He has contacted us and he's requested to talk to you first, okay? But it's up to you whether or not you want to talk to him. So, would you like to have a phone call with him?
Yes.
Peter consults with his lawyer, but still agrees to sit down with the detectives, explaining that he's been living a rough life for the last few days.
Walked until the blisters on my feet wouldn't let me walk anymore.
You still have them?
The blisters? Yeah.
When you couldn't walk anymore, what happened?
I decided to camp out for the night. Made a fire. Really didn't get much sleep.
Okay.
Haven't gotten much sleep in the past couple of months.
Peter's wilderness trek isn't precisely what investigators are interested in, but for now, it's good to keep him talking.
Did you ever take an Uber? Or some type of share? Okay, or a share ride service? All right. How'd you get into an Uber?
I got a new cell phone.
Once the phone's activated, can you tell me what you did on the phone? Social media?
Only downloaded the Uber app and
Okay.
did you have took pictures of my feet.
Because you had blisters?
Throughout the interview, Peter is slow to answer, and when it comes to questions that get a little too close to something incriminating, he doesn't have much to say.
Do you remember that at all?
remember that.
Yeah.
That.
Myrtle Road.
Very little. And it's not something I've been thinking about.
With answers about his actual crimes not forthcoming, the detective switched to an incident from last year.
Do you know what happened at UConn and in the pool? He must have been struggling with something. Yeah. They were right on the walls.
Roughly 10 months ago, Peter's roommate called University of Connecticut police when he found bizarre and disturbing writings all over the walls, one of which read, "Guns can be fun," in big letters. They spoke to Peter at the time, who explained he was upset over his breakup with his girlfriend, Julia.
Some of the writings on your wall, when that incident happened, was some of that because of what was personal to you?
Yeah. Couldn't even tell you where my head was at for a period of that.
You're just in like a bad way, like just depressed, or?
Yeah, it's true. Most have been nearly my entire life.
I mean, I couldn't help but notice, you know, you made a reference to Adam Lanza, which I know it's a personal topic for all of us. You know, we all have some connection to what happened. But you grew up in Sandy Hook, okay? You went to Newtown High. I can imagine there's some personal connection there. Like, was that something that bothered you?
Yes.
It was?
Peter grew up down the street from the Lanza family when Adam Lanza murdered 27 people, including 20 first graders in 2012. Lanza murdered Peter grew up down the street from the Lanza family when Adam Lanza murdered 27 people, including 20 first graders in 2012.
Bro, what the fuck? That is insane, bro.
Peter was in the 10th grade. On the walls of his off-campus apartment last year, he wrote, "We saw what happened when Adam snapped. We saw what happened when Thanos snapped. Now they see what happens when I snap."
I was in a manic state. Kind of anything. I couldn't even remember half the things that were on it.
Would you compare that manic state that you were feeling then to maybe what you've been feeling the past few days? Is there any similarities there?
Yes, I would say there's definitely.
Peter says that period of darkness led to an era of renewal as he began training for triathlons and raising money for charities.
I've always been a big supporter of animals. My grandmother used to take me fishing. I'd start when I was a kid. I'd just start whaling every time that we caught a fish and they'd put it in the cooler. Just freaking out.
Peter's life improvements led him back to Julia earlier this month, but it was a short-lived rekindling. On May 18th, just 4 days before the attack on Myrtle Road, Julia sent him a series of text messages. "You're insane," she wrote. "I invite you over and you continue to go through my phone and go onto my accounts and act like you're some good guy. I don't want you in my life anymore, you psychopath." She later tells police that she caught Peter accessing her private nudes and sending them to himself. "If you don't immediately delete every naked picture you have of me, I already am talking to a lawyer and I will take you to court," she texts. But whether this relationship crisis led Peter to commit these atrocities, the detectives don't know. When they get too close to Peter's crimes, he goes quiet.
Do you want to tell us what happened with him?
Not without the lawyer.
Do you remember going to Derby? Do you remember where you guys met?
Did you ever have a gun in your possession?
Like a lawyer for that. Another question. Another question. I'm just trying to think if there's anything important that I should tell you guys.
But soon, Peter has a question of his own.
Can you guys track phones?
Why?
Just out of curiosity.
Why would you ask me a question like that? Seems like an odd question to ask.
Just curious.
I'm curious about a couple things too.
What do you think I'm curious about? How about this? I need another question.
The detectives try once more to break Peter's reluctance to address his crimes.
When we sit across from you, Peter, and we hear you say, another question, we know. I think that you want to tell us. You know, I really believe that.
You're a long way from home. There's always a reason for it, but everyone's reasons are different.
And I've definitely been struggling with a lot of personal issues.
It's the closest the detectives have gotten to any possible motivation for Peter's crime spree. An outburst of violence and aggression that Peter himself refuses to acknowledge.
I mean, I think you know what we're getting at, and I would really like to know about the last, 5 days or so of your life. And I understand if you have to protect your family. You know, I get that.
Would I'd love to help you more.
I totally understand. I get it.
Police learn no more from Peter, and the real reasons behind his murders never come to light. According to Shannon, Peter told her on their long drive that the man on the ATV said something that triggered him. The other man, he said, just got in the way. As to why he was on Myrtle Road with a sword to begin with cannot be said for sure. What is known is that Peter's ex-girlfriend Julia lived only a few doors down from the attack.
Were you told what the charges are in the warrant?
Would I be able to go to the bathroom just to think through?
I was actually legitimately asked. I mean, I'm not trying.
We're just making sure you know what you're charged with.
The warrant, okay, is for murder, assault, home invasion, and kidnapping.
Peter has no reaction, but despite his refusal to speak to his crimes today, he ultimately pled guilty to 2 counts of murder, for which he was sentenced to 55 years in prison each. 1 count of first-degree assault, sentenced to 20 years, 1 count of home invasion, 25 years, and 1 count of first-degree kidnapping, 25 years. All sentences will be served concurrently, giving Peter Manfredonia a practical sentence of 55 years in prison. He's currently serving his time at Garner Correctional, a high-security state prison in Newtown, Connecticut.
Bro, look at this threat, bro.
Someone was hit and...
This dude is a threat, bro. Just give him life, bro. I don't even like the 55 years, bro. Just give him life. Comment down below what y'all think I should react to next. If y'all are new to the channel, subscribe right now. I love y'all. Stay blessed. And we out of here. See y'all in the next one.